It's a great pleasure to yield to the author of the bill, Dr. Neil Dunn, a veteran from Florida. 3 minutes.
The gentleman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Speaker, H.R. 2781 is a common-sense solution to a complicated problem. I'm proud to sponsor it with my good friend, Mr. Panetta from California. Over the last 10 years, Congress gave veteran and veteran service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses the highest preference to compete for VA contracts. Last year, the Supreme Court ruled in the Kingdomware case that this preference applies in all situations, even when the VA uses contracts awarded by other agencies. A loophole has emerged in a group of contracts called the Federal Strategic Sourcing Initiative, run by the General Services Administration. Currently, the VA uses the GSA to connect them with suppliers of certain goods and services that they need to purchase. All too often, the GSA is not connecting the VA with enough small businesses that are owned by veterans and service-disabled veterans. The law requires that the VA look for these companies and buy from them when it can, if they're competitive. But when the veteran businesses are not on the GSA list, the VA can't find them or use them. Because of the loophole, well-qualified veteran-owned companies are being passed over. In some cases, VA disregards the GSA contracts and fines veteran-owned companies elsewhere on their own, but this wastes resources by creating contracts similar to what the GSA already has in place. This bill simply directs the VA Secretary to determine whether veteran-owned and service-disabled veteran-owned small businesses are sufficiently represented on the contracts for VA law. If not, the VA must consult with the GSA to increase the representation on all the contracts and their subcategories. Should this not be possible on a particular contract or subcategory, the VA must stop using it. I'm honored that this bill has earned the support of the American Legion, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, and the National Veterans Small Business Coalition. We need to hold the VA accountable to the veterans it serves, including our veteran and service-disabled veteran small business owners. It's the right thing to do, and I urge all members to support it. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield back.